How you guys doing? Um, I'm welcoming myself back in. Okay, I've taken off probably about a good 2 weeks. All right, just to take some time, rest, rejuvenate my energy, and gather information for this upcoming month here in August. All right, so today is August 1st. I am currently doing this reading at the hour of Mercury, and Mercury is now in its domicile energy in Virgo. All right, so I'm here on Jupiter's day. Jupiter is in Gemini. Mars is now in Gemini. All right, so wherever Gemini is in your chart is where we're expanding and we're taking action right now. All right, so let's go over to today's transits. We're looking at Mars. That's going to sextile the North Node. So I did a little bit of information. It looks like it's going to be happening later on tonight. All right, we're looking at around 11:30-ish p.m. and it's going to be taking place at the 8th degree, and we're going to be rounding up to the 9th degree with the specific transit. Okay, so we're looking at Mars that is in Gemini, sextiled over to the moon, is now in Cancer. All right, so let's take a look really, really quickly. I'll read these guys out to you. There's a bunch of stuff I want to share with you guys. All right, so we're looking at Cancer at 9 degrees, which is the moon energy, and Mars in Gemini. All right. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Give me a minute. No, we're looking at the North Node. My bad. So we're looking at Aries. North Node in Aries. All right. And Mars in Gemini. All right. Let's get into this. Here we go. All right, so Mars, a tiny nude mist reaching in the water for fish, is the Sabian symbol for Cancer at 9 degrees. Okay, this is the energy of the moon today and where this transit is going to be taking place. Let's see. It's talking about simply asking questions. That's what it says. No, you guys, hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm supposed to be in Mars at 9 degrees. Here we go. A quiver filled with arrows. Mastery over self. Right? So challenges are not simply awkward obstacles. They are tests for us to learn how to focus the mind. Focusing the mind through mastery of self. Says earlier, Itwad found that the need to fight for survival triggered aggressiveness as a normal potential attitude in humanity. Now we look at what happens when the attitude goes beyond defense and into attack mode conquest. Says whether an individual chooses to attempt to conquer nature, weaker individuals, or their own baser instincts and urges is a prime indicator of their spiritual stations. So this one speaks about preparation. It says to realize our potential wealth, we follow the formula: preparation, practice, and power. All right, so preparing everything that you need in order to move forward with whatever, it is that you want to master within yourself could be of significance. All right, now let's look at the North Node in Aries. All right. This one here is speaking about focusing the subtle mind, awakening the non-grasping, all-seeing subtle aspect of the mind, sensitive, visionary concentration of attention, being able to see the whole picture. The mature physic can interpret scenes and scenarios in the holistic context. The perspective is not given to one lost in narcissistic self-love and obsessive with self-projection. This one speaks about acuteness, perception of what is shapes what is to be. All right, so that one was a crystal gazer at the 9 degree mark. And then we're going to look at the energy of where the moon is right now, which is not at 9 degrees. It's actually at, I want to say, rounding up to the 14th degree mark at this time. 12th degree. All right, let's look at that energy. A Chinese woman nursing a baby with a message. So recognition of destiny. Sometimes it's enough that one person offers recognition in order in order for another to claim their greater destiny. Recognition of destiny is whereas the clown sees characteristic details to bring down the overstated individual. The visionary sees the integral wholeness in which an individual operates and so reveals their fullest at yet unrealized potential. We can offer a great service to another by seeing them more than they think they are. A true teacher will expect more of a student than they do of themselves. And this one speaks about materialization. Racial characteristics offer a foundation for personal expression. Welcome in, everybody. All right, so those are the Sabian symbols, all right, for the energy of today's sextile with Mars and the North Node, and where we currently are right now with the moon at, let's see, it's 11 degrees and 2 minutes of Cancer. All right. So now that we spoke about those things, let's look at the other transits happening today and what the energy was like. All right, so the moon in Cancer did an in conjunction, which is a quincunx energy, over to Pluto in Aquarius, which is 5 houses apart. Normally it's very difficult with those type of energies. That might have been early, like midnight last night. All right, sextiled over to Mercury in Virgo, quintile to the energy of Chiron in Aries. We had a semi-sextile with Mars in Gemini, squared over to the energy of the North Node in Aries. And then we just recently had a sextile energy with the Sun. I believe it happened at the 10-degree mark with the Sun and the Moon. And then we also have some semi-squares tonight with Venus in Leo and Uranus in Taurus. So semi-squares for my fixed signs more likely are going to be a little difficult tonight. All right. There was something I was looking at last night that I wanted to share with you guys. It was really, really interesting to me as I was going over the Sabian symbols. And here on the website that I use to look into this information, you can go in and do your own chart. Okay, so it says, please enter your birth details. It does the day, the month, and the year, the hour to the minute, and then the time zone that you live in. All right, you find here the energy of your 11-star method. And this one speaks more so about the aspects of life that are necessary and sufficient for happiness and spiritual understanding, which I thought was pretty good. It goes over the 7 points. So it speaks about firming up the essence of who you are, expanding your life experience, expressing what you love and value, developing equal poise in success and failures, making a visionary claim upon what the future is to bring in, refinement of personality, and flowing with the rhythm of higher forces. So when you put in this information pertaining to your specific chart, it's going to give you the 7-point star. All right. It goes over all of the transits that are necessarily in your chart. All right. So it would do the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Venus, whatever type of energy you want to look at it from, whatever standpoint, and wherever these placements take place in your chart. All right. So let's say we were going off of my sun sign here. It says, I put in my information, obviously. It says, it goes over all 7 points. So when I did a little bit of information on that specific 7-point star system, all right, I just want to share a little bit with you guys. I wish I had a way to share it here on the screen. I'll have to figure out a way to do that. But obviously we have 7 days in a week, right? 7 hours every, planetary hour in a day. So normally for me, because I go towards like tarot, it's always like Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, the Sun, and then we go into the hour of Mercury, Venus, and then back to the Moon, back to Saturn, right? But this specific one, it taps base with like, it goes from Saturn to Mars to Venus to the Moon, down to Jupiter to the Sun, and then back to Mercury. And then it repeats itself. But the way that this is here, it represents each day of the week. All right. So when you look at these energies on this 7-point star and you put in your information, these are going to give you those specific areas in your chart with those specific planets and how it can help you. So just for instance, mine is like Aquarius at 12 degrees, which is my sun sign energy. It speaks about people on the stairs graduated upwards. It'll give you the Sabian symbol and where you are learning how to tap into your self essence, which I thought it was amazing, right? how you're supposed to open up to greater experiences. For me, it's going to be Cancer at 16, holding a manuscript, and how to self-understand. So if you guys want, the website that I use is janeburgess.com to tap into my Sabian symbols. And the Sabian symbols represents 360 degrees of energy, all right, pertaining to every 30 degrees in all 12 zodiac signs. You will receive a specific Sabian symbol for that specific energy. Doesn't matter if it's the sun, the moon, Venus, Mercury, whatever planet you're looking at it as, it's going to give you the energy of where you need either Mars is taking action, Mercury is gaining information, the moon energy understanding your feelings, the sun energy is how you want to express yourself out, that type of thing. So this is a really great, I want to say, it's the way I look at it is, it's kind of like how to direct myself, how to continue pushing forward with these specific Sabian symbols, because they're all represented by that specific zodiac sign within that specific channeled energy, right? The Sabian symbols are pretty much where an astrologer came together with the psychic and they came up with an energy for that specific degree in that sign. So it's really, really good. All right, so just check into those energies if you are interested in that. All right, let's move forward to what we're looking at throughout this week. For those that follow me on my community board, I did put together the entire month of August and the transits that are going to be taking place that are important. All right, so the first week would be, obviously, as we're ending off the week from July into August. This one doesn't start until the 5th. All right, the moon will be in Leo, in Virgo, in Libra, and in Scorpio within this week. So from the 5th to the 11th, the important transits is that Mercury is finally going retrograde in its domicile sign of Virgo, which means more so that there's going to be a lot of needing to pay attention to details. All right, gathering information, getting more analytical, trying to figure out, how it is that you want to come out and communicate something, share ideas with other people. All right, get reorganized, that type of thing. Anytime Mercury's in retrograde, they always say don't buy any new electronics, don't go buying cars, make sure you look over all the details of any contracts, that type of thing, right? So that's going to be one of the major transits that's going to happen on the 5th of this week, and that's definitely going to be, well, no, that doesn't happen till Monday of next week. All right, so Mercury conjuncts Venus in Virgo on, what's that, the 7th. So these two energies are currently in Leo. All right, Leo wants self-expression, it wants creativity, it wants to be in the spotlight. All right, it does involve children at times. It definitely has a lot to do with teaching as well. So these are things that can come up with this specific conjunction. Asteroid Juno is going to enter Libra. Juno is the asteroid of partnerships and relationships. So with entering the sign of partnerships and relationships, you're going to see a lot of people coming together. All right, and this is going to be the beginning of the waxing moon cycle here, because we're going to experience that new moon in Leo on the 4th, and then we're also going to see where who's entering. I think it's Venus that's entering Virgo on the 4th as well, the same day as Venus enters Virgo, and the new moon in Leo happens on the same day, on the 4th. All right, so that's this upcoming Sunday. All right, so very, very important, where we're going to see that specific update for August 5th through the 11th. From the 12th through the 18th, we're going to be seeing here the energy of the first quarter moon in Scorpio. So that one happens on the 12th. Mercury will retrograde into Leo on August 14th. Mars in Gemini will square Saturn in Pisces on August 16th. All right, so we're looking now at the energy shifting to the squares in the, how do I say it, the mutable energies. Okay, so we're going to be seeing a lot of Gemini tapping base with Pisces and Gemini tapping base with Virgo now. All right, so we're going to see Mars in Gemini square Saturn and Pisces on August 16th. Mercury in Leo is going to square Uranus and Taurus on August 18th. And then we're going to see the conjunction that happens with Mercury and the Sun. All right, let's see. Yeah, so Mercury retrograde will conjunct the energy of the Sun in Leo on the 18th. All right, let's look at the 19th. This day is going to be the day from hell. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I see it. It's in the energy. Sorry for all my fixed signs. Okay. It's going to be a very hectic day. It's not a good day to have any new projects. Obviously, full moons bring completions. The reason I say this day is going to be a shit show, the moon is going to be in Aquarius, all right, which obviously the moon in Aquarius is a heavy, independent type of energy, all right. We're going to see Venus in Virgo opposing Saturn in Pisces. So that opposition alone, where Saturn is restriction, it's discipline, it's structure, it's responsibility. Venus in Virgo wanting to feel more so like wanting to be in the spotlight, wanting abundance, and wanting to feel like, you know, your self value, whatever it may be. All right. That energy will take place. But then we're also going to see on the 19th Jupiter and Gemini square Saturn in Pisces. So not only are we seeing the opposition of Venus in Virgo opposing Saturn in Pisces, we have Jupiter and Gemini squaring over to Pisces, and then Jupiter and Gemini squaring over to Venus in Virgo as well. Big shit show that day. All right. So that's what's happening on the 19th. We're looking at the sun entering Virgo on the 22nd, which is going to take us out of the Leo season energy. Anytime the sun is in Virgo, heavy emphasis on day-to-day routines, coming back, you know, getting yourself back into balance when it comes to your health. Has a lot to do with putting in hard work, that type of thing. All right. Asteroid Vesta is going to enter Virgo as well. So I don't know if you guys notice, every time we look into the energy, we have a different shift, right? Juno's moving out of Virgo into Libra, into its partnerships, into its relationships, and we're meant to be bonding right now, right? And then we're looking at the asteroid Vesta, which is that inner spark that we have, that we want to go after something. Virgo is giving perfectionist, right? So it's basically like, what do you have a spark for, and where do you want to go and perfect that? All right. Vesta is the asteroid of spirituality, so I feel a lot of people are going to be wanting to go within. If you think about Virgo's major arcana in tarot, it's going to be the Hermit card, right? Searching for some sort of truth, going through the dark night of the soul, whatever that may be. That's coming up on August 24th. You're going to have a very spiritual sense to that day. All right, and moving forward more so from there. This is the week that we're going to be beginning the waning moon cycle, because obviously after the full moon, we'll go into the waning moon. All right, waning moon cycles obviously bring in adjustments, completions. It's going to ask you to surrender to the energies that you no longer want around you, that type of thing. All right, and then the last week of August heading into September, we're going to be looking at the 26th to the 1st, the asteroid Sirius that's going to go direct in Capricorn. Sirius has been retrograde in Capricorn for a while. Sirius is technically the asteroid that speaks about self-care, nurturing energies, mothering energies. It speaks a lot about agriculture, so the way that you're feeding your body, that type of thing. Being in the sign of Capricorn, obviously Capricorn wants to, it is the energy of focusing more so on being responsible, right? So that's August 26th. The last quarter moon in Gemini will take place on August 26th as well. We're looking at Venus in Virgo that's going to trine Uranus in Taurus on August 27th. Notice how much I'm going to speak about Venus in this last week of August. All right, so Venus in Virgo will trine Uranus in Taurus, which obviously these are two earth elements. Venus being in Virgo, obviously speaking about, again, perfecting. This can be like whatever, your work area, that type of thing, your work environment, your health, whatever it may be. But the trines bring energy of auspiciousness, positivity, luck, good fortune, that type of thing. All right, so Uranus in Taurus is causing a shit show. Let's be honest. It's at its fall. It's not comfortable there. It is more so asking for you to accept the changes, possibly even when it comes to your financial state, okay? Because a lot of us are dealing with those energies at this time. We're going to see Venus in Virgo oppose the energy of Neptune in Pisces. Obviously, Neptune has a lot to do with like secrets, mysticism, utilizing, you know, your intuition. It's tapping into your imagination, trying to get creative, that type of thing. But opposing Venus in Virgo, it's like you may not be thinking clearly. You may not be seeing things clearly. Neptune in Pisces has a heavy spiritual sense to it as well, because it is in its domicile energy. So Venus in Virgo, Neptune in Pisces opposing each other. I just want to say, try not to go into the energy of escape. Try not to go drinking, doing alcohol, whatever it may be that you find to be your energy of escape. All right. So then we have on the 29th, Venus entering Libra in its domicile energy. This obviously is great, right? But then we have a shit show stepping into September. Venus in Libra will trine Pluto in Aquarius, obviously at its very first degrees as it steps into that sign. Uranus retrogrades in Taurus on September 1st, and then Pluto retrogrades into Capricorn on September 1st as well. All right, so as we have, I always say it's a very up and down type of energy. You're going to see where Pluto's been in Aquarius, transforming, all right, the way that we think, the way that we gather together in communities and that type of thing, entering in Capricorn, where we've noticed has been a lot of government issues, has been a lot of restrictions, all right. It's kind of given me like organized, how do I say this? I don't want to say the wrong thing here, guys. Let's just say that organized institutions, let's just say it like that, all right, might turn into a shit show. All right, so some things are really, really good. Some things are really bad. Again, if you guys want to go check this out, it's going to be in my community board. I will be posting this for every month, every week of the month, what important transits are going to be happening on what day. And then you guys can utilize, you know, the Sabian symbols. You can go back and check those dates out. All right, and see where we are specifically at degree. If you go in and put in the astro.com and your information, you can always see what transits are happening on what day if you tap into that energy. All right, so I want to get into the reading now. I do have lots of decks pulled here. I have not jumped on in a while. I have been doing small readings to myself, understanding the energy. There's been lots of energy coming out with difficulties in relationship, difficulties with finances, difficulties with illusions, confusions, feeling more so like the need to move on from a situation. Obviously, we're currently still in the waning moon cycle, but we're having this new moon here in Leo coming up on the 4th. Venus is going to be stepping into Virgo. So right now we're still currently dealing with fixed energies. All right. Although Mercury is in Virgo, it's going to retrograde. It will head back into Leo. So these are going to be things where people from the past may be coming back. Old people that you used to date. Obviously, Leo has a lot to do with your love life, children. All right. So heavy focuses on these areas in your life right now could be coming up. I'm going to start off with, I have Tea Leaf out here. I have the Astro deck. I have Kipper. My Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and then I also have my guides from the Hidden Realms, and I'm going to be utilizing 2 decks of tarot. All right, so I have Miss Cleo here, and I also have the Radiant Right Away. All right, so let me just get a quick shuffle here. I know there was a lot of information. I'll definitely go back and timestamp it all. I'm going to do my best at least. All right, and excuse me in the beginning of the reading if I didn't get the Sabian symbols ready. Obviously, I'm coming back from taking a break. Okay, so just going to get right back into this. I'll be tapping in with you guys throughout this first week. The most significant, we are currently with the 1st of August, moving out of the first decan of Leo season. We're now going to be moving into the second decan of Leo season. So in tarot, Leo season would represent the energy of Saturn and Leo. Saturn and Leo would show us the energy of the 5 of Wands, right? 5 of Wands gives us challenges, restrictions, structure, all right? A sense of authority around our passions, okay? Our creativities. And I definitely felt that energy. Obviously, I'm an Aquarius here on this channel. That energy was like in opposition to where I'm dealing with Pluto in Aquarius. Heavy energies, all right, overall. So I'm not afraid to say I took a break. I needed it. And now, moving forward, second decan of Leo season, we'll be looking technically at the energy of like the 6 of Wands, which is having a victory, being more so in the public eye, having a crowd cheering on, you know what I mean? What you have going on creatively and how you can self-express, okay? So that's what we got going on. That's what it is. All right, I'm going to start off with Kipper and see what's going on in the energy. This is just an energy check-in. All right, I just had to do my introduction because I haven't been on in a while. We had to understand what's going on in the energies. Let's get right into it. Okay, so Distant Horizons is coming out. It's a card that speaks about typically in the near future and or if you're heading in a specific direction. definitely can tap into the energy of spirituality. All right, can speak about foreigners as well. Number 36 could be of significance. I'm seeing a mature woman here. All right, number 6. I see a heavy emphasis on this this 3 and 6 energy is kind of giving me like a Gemini Virgo energy. As I told you guys, it's going to be a heavy energy this month with the squares that are happening with Virgo over to Gemini's energy as well. All right, so I don't know. I'm seeing June 18th being of significance. Maybe back in Gemini season could have been significant. All right. Distant horizons, mature woman and child. And I'm seeing poverty here, 37. With the gift coming down on the bottom of the deck, number 17. All right, let's get into it. What is this all about? Let's just clarify a little bit. So what I'm seeing here so far, if we're tapping, into the energy overall, it's kind of giving me where in the near future, the mature woman energy can just feel like a sense of maturity, right? After doing some sort of inner child healing, possibly going through some sort of poverty energy, and then receiving a specific gift. What this is, I'm not sure. It could definitely be like a spiritual ascension, that type of thing. Let's just take a look. So distant horizons. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Judgment. It's kind of giving me like an ascension spiritually. All right. Yeah. Spiritual union. Absolutely. All right. It's kind of giving me like this may have been your wish fulfillment. It's like if you've been waiting for this energy for it to take off, you could have been having like an impatient type of energy for something to come through for you. Hi, Kiss. All right, so here's the 9 of Swords. This energy speaks about like stress, anxiety, worries, that type of thing. This is the energy of Mars and Gemini. So you're going to see a lot of energy of like feeling tension right now, emotionally and mentally is what I'm feeling. All right, but in the near future, whatever is meant to come in is supposed to be helping you ascend, whatever the spiritual union is. All right, so this could be a new person coming into your life. This could be, something that you wanted to take off that is supposed, it's going to make you emotionally very happy, that type of thing. Let's look at this mature woman energy. Well, all right, so we have the Knight of Swords. This is somebody coming in very, very quickly, or maturing very quickly is kind of what it's giving me. All right, the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy. Could definitely be an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. So if it has a lot to do with your intuition quickly, taking place, how you're able to like quickly tap into something, then that could be it as well. Hangman energy is like you take a step back, you gain a new perspective, you come back fresh, new beginning. You know what I mean? The Child card. Oh. Let's see what this Child card is all about here. So I'm seeing this mature energy here, heavy on Pisces. I even have Pisces coming out here. All right, so whatever this is, I feel like this month is going to be like takeoff. Literally, that's kind of what it's giving me. Like takeoff after a time of you feeling maybe left back. All right, when it comes to your spiritual ascension, whatever this may be. Let's see. All right, so I see you walking away from one thing and stepping into something new. All right, the 8 of Cups is the energy of Saturn and Pisces. So I'm telling you, it has a lot to do with Pisces. Is Saturn is going to cause in Pisces some sort of structure around your emotional state. Pisces is a water energy, right? So it has a lot to do with you being nurturing, compassionate, being vulnerable towards others, that type of thing. But emotionally, if you're not happy with something, I feel like Spirit is going to come through and force you to leave whatever you're not happy with and go into an ascension where you can come into union with what you actually do want. That's what this is giving me. All right, let's see. That 8 of Cups card can speak about like you walking away, having the strength to walk away to something new, start something new. All right, it's kind of giving me that energy there. Let's see. All right, so this possibly can come through by the end of Leo season. Seven of Wands is a representation of Mars in Leo. All right. Typically asks for you to stand your ground, have strength pushing forward, or have strength for you to um, kind of fight for this position, whatever it is that you want. You know what I mean? If you want a new beginning with something, having the strength to be able to do so. So I feel like Pisces energy and where restriction is happening has a lot to do with the subconscious state. So you might be like overthinking something a lot. All right. Let's look at poverty. Yeah, I feel like it's time for you to move on to something new. Six of Swords. All right, moving into calmer shores. This can definitely be where you might be wanting to travel, opening yourself up to getting out more, that type of thing. All right, putting your mindset to even something else. This is the energy of Mercury in Aquarius. All right, Mercury is a very it's a planet that wants you to start gathering information, sharing ideas with other people, that type of thing, moving forward with what those ideas are. All right, and coming out of the energy of poverty. So if you've been dealing with difficulties with not having a job, or difficulties with finances, or having difficulties in a home environment, that type of thing, is like moving forward to the next step is where we're pushing forward here, where this is what Spirit is saying is what's needed. All right, so it could be definitely in love with the Lover's card here. It all depends on the decisions and the choices that you choose to, in the near future. I don't know if it has to do with like a father figure, if this is you starting your own business, that type of thing. Could be significant here with the Emperor energy. All right, it's kind of giving me the energy of like moving forward and bossing up, and that's when you receive your gift. All right. It's like almost like Spirit is testing. I feel that's what it is. It's like Saturn and Leo for me is the Five of Wands. It's a challenge. It's competition. It's like, how do you strategize to get through and actually have a victory? You know what I mean? So I don't see the Six of Wands out here, to be honest with you. Maybe whatever you're doing is just not it for you. All right. Maybe you need to head in a different direction, gain a new perspective of where and how you want to utilize whatever this, your intuition is telling you to do here. I got heavy Pisces out here. Heavy. I got the 8 and the 9 of Cups. I got the Hangman and the High Priestess. And then we're here in Leo season with Leo's Major Arcana, the Strength card, coming out with the very last Deacon. So something from this Deacon of Leo season, from the Six of Wands, over to the Seven of Wands. All right, so this is kind of giving me like from August to whenever we hit the Sun in Virgo, which is the 22nd, this is a heavy emphasis on a shift that needs to take place. Coming out of some sort of poverty, moving forward and heading in the direction, making the choice to become an actual emperor, like stepping back into your power type of energy. All right. Let's see what this gift card is all about. I feel like the fixed energies and the mutable energies are going to definitely be the ones that are challenged this month. As we, in June into obviously July, we're dealing a lot with Capricorn energy, cardinal energy, right? Like now it's our time, our fixed signs and our mutable signs to actually step it up and accept the endings, all right, to new beginnings, whatever that may be. If there's some sort of gift that comes through when it comes to a transformation, if it's, if it has to do with some sort of new beginning with something else. If one thing ends, another door opens. It's kind of what it's giving me. Why is this Death card here? Scorpio energy, Pluto energy overall. And this could definitely be where Pluto's getting ready to move back into Capricorn. Okay. There it is. So this is the end of the struggle is what I feel. It's like you made it through. All right, if you pushed through, you made it through. It's kind of what it's giving me. It's like the ending of the very first Deacon of Leo season. It's done. Okay. Let me just double check on that energy. Let's take a look at it. So August 2nd through the 11th is going to be the second Deacon, which is a representation of Jupiter and Leo, Six of Wands. Right, and then we'll see from the 12th through the 22nd of August is going to be that Mars in Leo. All right, so whatever victories you have this week here, all right, from obviously the 2nd all the way through the 11th, which is going to be possibly that second week in, yeah, the second week in August is where we're going to see the 12th through the 22nd, where the sun moves into Virgo. A heavy pickup of energy, all right, having wins, victories, being in the spotlight, self-expressing, moving forward, being publicly known in the public eye, that type of thing, and then having to stand your ground on that, all right. And I feel a lot of people that aren't emotionally happy with where they are. That's why the 8 of Cups is coming out. This is the energy of the Saturn and Pisces that's going to take place on, what week was that? The 3rd week? One second. Oh, here it is. All right, so we'll see Mars and Gemini. That's going to square over Saturn and Pisces on the 16th. So in the middle of that last week, we're going to see this energy here. All right, feeling emotionally drawn to want to move on from a specific situation. All right, and not wanting to stand your ground on that. And I feel like it has a lot to do with like believing in the spiritual union and where in the near future, distant horizons, this is going to take you. All right, how you had a sense of maturity, you chose to go after, utilizing the energy of your intuition, taking a step back, gaining a new perspective. Maybe this is why I'm going to say for you, honestly, I had to take a step back. I was like, is this something that I actually want to go after? And me taking a couple days off, number one, I missed my people, I missed my community. I just had to go through what I was going through on my personal issues, and I didn't want to come on here and take it out on anybody, right? So, but what I'm saying here is there's a new beginning coming. And I feel like those that are having the strength to push forward are the ones that are going to be gifted. Once this whole difficulty ending of the new challenges and the conflict is done with. All right. So push forward to gaining a sense of your power back. That's what it's giving me. All right. So let's look at this last energy here for the gift. All right. Remaining in control is kind of what it's giving me here. All right. Remaining in control. It's kind of like adapting to the changes that are happening, understanding why we have rocky waters. All right. 2 of Pentacles is the energy of Jupiter in Capricorn. It is the energy of like gaining your control back once again. All right. So if it's financially, if it has to do with, you know, stability, security, your home environment, your finances, anything pertaining to your practical life, that's what we're going to be looking at here. All right. And it has been a very rocky road with 2 full moons that happen in Capricorn. All right. Heavy on the restrictive energies. So let's just keep going here. A little bit more. Yeah, definitely has a lot to do with the financial state. If it has to do with your self-esteem. All right. If this Queen of Pentacle energy has a lot to do with like fertility and understanding your value, your self-worth, that type of thing as well. All right. Being very family oriented, that type of thing. All right. Let's see. 2 of Wands is like planning for the future. The next steps that you're going to take. This energy for me is Mars and Aries. Anytime I see the 2 of Wands, I want to refer it to the energy of the North Node, because obviously Mars rules the North Node, and we look for action when it's time for, you know, North Node is saying take action towards your destiny. This is the energy we look for. It's holding the world here. It's like if there's a completion to a cycle which you're completing, you're done with, which happens every single month when we receive a full moon in a specific sign. It's like, what do you do next? Utilize where the sun is sitting to expose on that specific area of your life. Utilize the moon cycles to continue to move forward emotionally. And then you want to push forward with, you know, where the other personal planets are affecting you. Mars in Gemini, Mercury in Virgo, okay? In 2 mutable signs. Mutable is supposed to be being versatile, flexible, adaptable. It's supposed to be a very easygoing time where you're supposed to make decisions and move forward, where you want to start taking action again. All right, so let's start getting ready for this Virgo season, and then moving back into cardinal energy. When we come into Libra season, we're going to see we'll experience that full moon in Pisces, the lunar eclipse, right? So there's going to be a lot of shifts that are coming up, and I feel like this is what Spirit is preparing us for here. All right, it's the plan for the future. Make decisions. All right, 2s here. 2s. That's what I'm seeing overall. So in the spread, I have the Judgment card, which is going to be, oh wow. So here's 222. All right, so it's kind of giving me like spiritual union. It's giving me overall finding what your foundation is in the near future and planning for that. All right. And then also when it comes to what your passion is, where do you want to take action? That type of thing. All right, so 222 in the reading. Overall, I'm seeing Judgment, which is Pluto's energy. Definitely refers to Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is going to be Pluto and Aquarius for me because that's where the transit is taking place. All right, obviously, we have heavy Pisces energy here. So we're going to be looking at Neptune in its domicile, utilizing those energies, and where Saturn and Neptune are currently in retrograde right now. So once again, guys, the review is going to be taking place on how we're utilizing the energy of our intuition. All right, how are we getting creative and utilizing our imagination? All right, Pisces energy definitely represents in the 12th house. It's like imprisonment. It feels like isolation. It feels like you can become ill. You know what I mean? So take care of yourselves, and I feel like this is why it's very important to keep a healthy, balanced diet overall. And I can take, charge of that as well because I've just been like, bleh. I'm seeing Leo season obviously here with the strength card. All right, so holding strength to what you want to take action when it comes to your new beginnings, and then stepping back into your power here as well, and accepting the endings that are taking place. Both of these cards represent Mars energy, and obviously Mars is in Gemini. All right, Gemini can be where, once again, you are tapping in with a specific community of people, all right, where you're sharing ideas. You are more so coming up with other ways to communicate for people to understand. All right, this can be like gathering information to start a project online. If you're doing something in the media, this can be like music. This can be so many different things, you guys. I don't want to put a label on it, but it's basically like, how can you communicate and move forward on your journey? Not hide yourself, put yourself out there. All right, so let's wrap up Kipper's spread. Let's go to, I want to do Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Where's the sun right now? Let me take a look at what degree the sun is in Leo at this time. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just reading comments real quick. So, yes, guys, I did take a break. I needed a break. Hey, Jay Clinton. All right, perfect, guys. All right, let's move forward. I kind of have to get myself used to being back on because it felt so weird jumping on even. I was like, let me go get myself together. You see my eyebrows are still woofing, guys. I got to get myself together. I ain't worrying about my appearance, but obviously it's important, right? Leo season, hello, we supposed to be looking our best, but getting it together. All right, getting it together. Let's just see here what the energy of the sun, what's happening. All right. Wow, that was quick. All right, so we got Jupiter in Pisces here with seduction. Jupiter in Pisces is domicile energy. All right, so there could be like an expansion and growth when it comes to Pisces. Can be definitely love life. Pisces can be, again, the energy of spirituality. Okay, let's see. The moon in Leo, interesting. So this upcoming moon in Leo speaks about appreciation on here. I see a cornucopia. Anytime you see a cornucopia and it's full, all right, there's abundance that's coming in. And Jupiter is obviously abundance. All right, so moon energy, it's a new beginning. Wow. All right, Venus in Gemini, flattery. And then I'm seeing Mars in Aries here. So this was like that Two of Wands energy we just saw. Interesting. The 12th house, the 5th house, the 3rd house, and the 1st house is what I'm seeing here, you guys. What's on the bottom of the deck? Restlessness with Mercury and Aries. I feel like right now is a time for you to get moving. Impulsiveness and restlessness. It's like you can be going really, really, really quickly. with something, not giving up on something. Flattery is kind of giving me where you're gathering the attention of other people and them people appreciating what you're coming in with when it comes to the spirituality thing. It's kind of what I'm getting from this. Let me just see what's going on here. Why is seduction here? Yeah, I feel like this has to do with the workplace. All right, so you could be like right where you need to be when it comes to the workplace. We've got the devil here, the 10 of cups, and the 7 of wands. So the devil for me, obviously a lot of people look at this and they say, oh no, it's like negative energy. But I feel like this is the amount of work that you have to put into something when it comes out with the 8 of coins. All right, when it comes to something that is your wish fulfillment, your happily ever after, when it comes to something you want to stand for, 7 of wands, right? This is going to be the energy of like your perseverance. It is your duty. It is like your responsibility to tap in, all right, to this energy here. There's Jupiter and Pisces. Let's look this energy up and what it says in the book real quick, you guys. All right, so it says, becoming the victim of a hard luck story, sacrificing a great deal for someone who is loved, having the intuition and the ability to sense what another person wants. So I feel like overall it's given the energy of like tapping heavily into your intuition if it pertains to you doing some sort of work. All right, let's keep going here. Appreciation. This moon and Leo energy. Knight of Wands, the Queen of Coins. All right, so this is kind of giving me where this moon in Leo is going to give you the opportunity, I feel, to appreciate what's going to start heading in the direction of, I'm kind of getting like material abundance, has to do with value, has to do with obviously possessions, but it's kind of giving me like new beginnings, new doors opening up for opportunities, that type of thing. All right, let's see. The Knight of Cups. This can definitely be for love and dating as well. Right? Obviously, Leo's energy is going to be where you want to go out, you want to have fun. You want to go out, you might want to tap into a hobby, something creative. You want to learn how to self-express, get yourself and gather up with other people, that type of thing. Two of Swords. You may have to face your fears with this. Yeah, because we're still dealing with this Mars and Gemini energy. Mars and Gemini, I spoke to you guys about this energy before. It's a heavy emphasis on heavy arguments, all right, misunderstandings. It's a complication when it comes to the way that you communicate or the way that you receive information from other people, all right? So where you're meant to be taking action, if you're supposed to be, I'm kind of getting remaining grounded, so that you can open up your heart space. Here you may have to face your fears when it comes to that because of the energy that we're dealing with Mars and Gemini. All right, so let's look at this Venus and Gemini energy here. Actually, let me see something. What is it speaking about here? All right, so the moon in Leo, it says a lavish occasion, theatrical events, children performances, pride in an achievement, short-lived fame, excessive dramatic behaviors, or family gathering and parties. All right, so I'm thinking of, like I just said, the 6 of Wands is the second deacon and where we're stepping into here. All right, so, and it's happening in that specific deacon with the moon in Leo, new moon in Leo. All right, so this is the opportunity to set an intention, seek your potential, and go after it, right? Go after it. Obviously, first quarter moon in Scorpio, there's going to have to be where you have to face your fears with this, all right? You have to, like, tap into those deep emotional feelings. Why are you doing this type of thing? And understanding how to push forward. All right. Let's look at this flattery energy here. This deck is so flimsy. Why is flattery here? Thank you. The Hanged Man. You may be afraid to step out there. I'm kind of getting that. Like the Hanged Man is like, I'm good over here. I'm just going to stay back, relax, look at it from this angle, which is okay, right? It's okay. But I feel that in order for other people to understand you, you can't turn face. Look at the card. It's like you can't turn face. You have to, you know, deal with people face to face. It's kind of what I'm getting here. All right. Nine of Cups. This is interesting because I just said in my mind, did I not just speak about Mars being in Gemini, Jupiter being in Gemini, and how it's going to square over to Pisces? And 2 Pisces cards comes out. All right, so not being afraid, holding back, and actually tapping into a specific wish fulfillment is of significance. Okay, that's what I see there. Yeah, it has a lot to do with what's going to make you feel passionate. All right, and step out of the energy if you feel discontent with anything. Stop feeling like you missed out on an opportunity, especially. All right, Ace of Wands is here to say push forward. All right, and this is why I feel Aries comes out heavy at the end of the spread. All right, where we see restlessness and impulsiveness is because that's where passion is being called for here. All right, let's look at restlessness. Chariot. I feel like there's so much out there for you to go after. It just has to be where you actually make the decision to do so. And once you get started, you're not going to stop. You're going to know exactly what direction you're going in. The Chariot is success. All right. It is an achievement. It is triumph. All right. Let's see. The 6 of Cups could definitely mean that you have memories from the past. This can be you reconciling and coming back together with someone from the past. All right, maybe someone from the past is part of your journey here, whatever it may be. I'm seeing Mercury in Aries. It could definitely be an Aries that you need to communicate with, okay? Let's see. And once again, I kind of feel like it has a heavy emphasis on like travel. Travel. I'm seeing the Chariot here and the energy of Mercury. All right, yeah, it's definitely somebody from the past. It could be an Aries, as I just said. Emperor energy. This could be an old boss. This can be, you know, a father figure, someone that is like a mentor to you, that type of thing. And once you tap into whoever this person is, whatever this passion is, that's going to help you overcome where, how do I say this? It's going to help you overcome the mental conflicts that you're dealing with, the stress and the anxiety, the worries of maybe you aren't being appreciated for what you do, and you step into something new. You gain a different perspective. You step out of the energy of boredom. You go towards new passions. You tap into flattery. You want to see the expression of other people, of what the knowledge you have. I don't know. This could be you, you know, starting up your own business, whatever it may be. It's going to be successful. 2 cardinal energies here, all right, in majors overall. So Aries and Cancer. Let's take a look at impulsiveness. Wow. I feel like Aquariuses specifically, because I see the star card energy here. Hermit down on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. All right. From Aquarius's energy to Virgo's energy, this is an in conjunction. Let's just say it's a quincunx energy, right? It's 5 houses apart. Anytime that energy is taking place, it's difficult. It's very difficult. All right. But this is giving me a period of healing. It's like, try not to get too pushy. That's what it's giving me. Try not to get too pushy when it comes to your healing journey. It's like, allow yourself time to go within, tap into those energies, and understand where you want to move forward. It's kind of what it's giving me. You need to gain clarity about why you're doing something, why you're heading in that direction. How is it going to benefit you? That type of thing. All right. You may have to meet with whoever this emperor is in order for you to head to success. Yes, this could be a person from the past, but this impulsiveness that you have, it's because you know that once you tap into what this energy is for you, this person, the wise person, is the Hermit. All right, so this could definitely be where this person's going to help you through your healing journey. It's going to guide you towards, you know, your wish fulfillment when it comes to your dreams, to, you know, how you want to move forward possibly even on a spiritual journey. It's kind of what it's giving me here. Eight of Wands. All right, this is the energy of Mercury and Sagittarius. Remaining optimistic about the future. Star card energy, Aquarius, the future. All right, taking action, business traveling, communicating more, meetings, that type of thing, I feel like will be of significance. It's kind of giving me like you needing to distant travel. Maybe you need to get away from your environment and where you are right now to gain a different perspective. And where we're seeing here with the Hangman energy and how you may feel bored and need to go towards a new passion, because that's part of your wish fulfillment, is like you want to face, you know, new people. You want to flatter new people, that type of thing. The World card. It's like once you end a specific chapter in your life, it's going to open you up to a whole new world. Ace of Cups. Could be new love as well. And it could be waiting for you there and you not making changes. I just think 5555 on the clock. You not taking any changes in your life, as I'm seeing all those fives, maybe keeping you stuck. And wherever you've been, where, you know, you want change, but you're not changing anything. Yeah, I feel like you might run into a King of Coins. All right, whereas over here we've seen the Queen of Coins was having difficulties when it comes to this Nine of Swords energy, anxiety, stress, worries, possibly even over, again, stability, security, your family dynamic, whether it's your finances, your possessions, whatever it is that you need to be able to get through on a day-to-day basis, something in your practical life. All right, so let's clear this spread up. All right, let's see. All right, I want to get a little nosy here. Let's see what the guides of the hidden realms want us to focus on. And then I'm going to pull tea leaf and a little bit of astrology together. Gratitude is dreaming. Interesting. So being grateful, I'm seeing all colors of the chakras here. All right, from the root all the way to the crown, it says the manifesting power of gratitude is the law of praise. That's amazing. All right, number 23. Let's take a look. So it's going to be the very next day after the sun moon's in Virgo on the 23rd. All right. It says the key concepts here: the manifesting power of gratitude, the law of praise, aligning with the energy of appreciation, a way of scarcity consciousness, a way out of scarcity consciousness. All right. It says gratitude is the most powerful manifesting energy in the world. Appreciation for all life, from the shiny, happy parts to the world or to the dark challenges, creates an energy that is magnetic to miracles, to love, to purpose, to synchronicities. Speaking of synchronicities, guys, I thought about somebody earlier this morning. 2 seconds later, I looked on my phone and there was a memory that popped up. And in that memory was pictures of that person. When spirit comes through with synchronicities, they are meant to be. So you would know who this person is that you need to go back to, who you're trying to manifest on your journey, how you're supposed to be appreciating what spirit is doing in order for you to come back into union with that person, if they're meant to be in your life. All right. Just wanted to say that. It says, according to the law of praise, when we are sincerely thankful in advance of seeing evidence of our desires in the material world, this acts as a quickening agent that draws us to the best that life has to offer. Don't wait for the materialization of your desires until you cultivate an attitude of gratitude. You are surrounded by much appreciation now, both in the visible world and in not yet visible. Be thankful for the smallest things you do not have, or you do have, the tiniest wins, and let the power of gratitude infuse your every breath. You call your dreams forth through appreciating your blessings in advance. The more you praise, the more that gratitude will grow and show up in the outer world in ways you can't even imagine. You will find you have tapped an unending vein of gold. All right. It does have a reverse energy here, so I'll read it out for those that feel that you aren't more so tapped into the energy of gratitude just yet. This one says, losses, difficulties, and struggles tend to take our attention away from the good, making it hard to practice appreciation and gratitude. It's natural to revert to our negative bias as a means of self preservation. We feel safer in our discomfort when we try to figure out what we did wrong, look to assign blame elsewhere, and sit way too long on the proverbial pity potty. But things must be dealt with, bills need paying, family needs taken care of, and there's no time for you. So you look for a way out. This is the most important time to align with the law of praise and the power of gratitude. You are not bypassing your troubles, but choosing to be grateful anyway. So thank you for breathing, for the smallest things, and to say thank you for the most respectful solution for the highest good to be revealed. Don't wait until things settle down. Do all this in advance of the results that you seek. And remember, this too shall pass. So if you're going through difficulties, challenges, burdens, barriers, whatever it may be, then remain in the energy of appreciation and gratitude, and spirit will come through in synchronistic ways to help you manifest new things in your life, all right, and or show you those people that you need to attach yourself to in order for you to reap some sort of abundance in the near future. All right, so on the bottom of the deck was listening to the ancestors. This one says inherited patterns, traditions, integrated wisdom versus knowledge. All right, so knowledge is wisdom, all right, but integrated wisdom versus what knowledge is. All right, so wisdom is experience, knowledge is you reading out of a book. All right, that's of significance here. I'm gonna pull really quickly from the tea leaf deck, and then I'll have to clarify some of this. I know it already with tarot. The door is locked. Hold on. I'm still reading. All right, so in a second. Let's wrap this up. I got two big pieces of this deck here. All right, we'll do a little bit of astro with this spread as well, but I'm going to definitely have to clarify this with tarot. Ooh. All right, you guys, let's see what comes out. Lion. Most important, new job and career. First card that came out, financial pinch. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Valley card. All right. So maybe you're working on one thing that is definitely not paying off right now, and it looks like you have to have the strength and the peace in order for you to assure some sort of success in whatever direction you're going in. But you might have to take on a new job, a new career in order for you to provide. All right, because the negative side of that gratitude dreaming card is not being able to provide. So if the finances are off, then the energy is off. That's what it's given. All right, let's see. Well, all right. Says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change with the mule card here. Involvement with the energy of the law with gavel. Well, and a two-faced friend. Scales here. It says keep your life in balance. All right. Well, let's go back. Hold on. So what this is giving me here is that someone's dealing with financial pinches. All right, this could be definitely the energy right now. As I said, I was channeling and I was getting nothing but heavy energies on difficulties with finances, hardships when it comes to the home environment, unbalanced energies. Okay, so I don't know if you're dealing with two-faced ass people around you, people that are stubborn and unwilling to change, that type of thing, or those that don't want to accept change. All right. What is this energy over here with financial pinch and new job and career? Knight of Cups. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, and or a Pisces. The Devil. This one could definitely be someone that is codependent, or this person is codependent upon whoever this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is. Ace of Swords is going to be, you may gain clarity about who this person is. There could be a conversation that needs to take place with whoever this person is. This can definitely be an air sign that it's dealing with. I don't know if this is a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces with an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra here. All right, but there seems to be some sort of attachment in between these two energies. All right, wow. All right, so it looks like the Fool card and the Six of Wands. I feel like whoever is meant to gain clarity about someone heading in a new direction is going to come up here. Possibly this upcoming week. Again, I spoke about August 2nd through the 11th is where the Six of Wands takes place. All right, so having a victory, having some sort of energy in the spotlight, a new beginning, going in a different direction, taking a leap of faith with something, that could be coming up as well. All right, let's see. Hermit. I feel like somebody is supposed to see something, understand something, gain some sort of information or wise advice from a person. This could, I'm kind of getting like this is an ancestor, as I saw that energy on the bottom of the deck. The Hermit card could be a spirit listening to the ancestors. I feel like the ancestors are guiding you in a direction and where it's going to lead you to success if you just take a leap of faith and go in a different direction. But whoever this person is could be very stubborn. Have involvement with the law right here. It's like they're being very two-faced and they need to bring themselves back into balance. This is why they're dealing with this lobster energy here, the financial pinch. It's like whatever they're doing, it's not leading to anything. So that's why this pin card is here. It's saying go in a different direction. Listen to the ancestors. They're guiding you. I feel like the star is in the lantern there, right? Earlier, the star card came out with the Hermit card, right? It's like your guides are trying to guide you with who you need to come back into alignment with, who you need to communicate with so that you can come out of this codependent energy with whoever it is that you're attached to. Let's see. What's the Devil energy here? Okay, so interesting. I feel like the only reason that this person is not gaining success in what they're doing is because they are attached to whoever this Knight of Cups is. This is why the gavel is coming out, the involvement with the law, and how there's supposed to be balance in this energy. Scales are here. Justice is the law. Scales are here. This is the law. All right, so somebody's playing two sides of the situation. Someone that's stubborn and unwilling to change their situation. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. So it kind of gives me where, as if, let's say you chose to start a business, right? And you have the strength to go after this, all right? Something that you know is going to assure success. But there's money that needs to be provided right now, right? Because you have other things to take care of, a family to take care of. Things need to come back into balance. Because if you are codependent upon somebody, you're possibly holding this person back from their journey. This is what's causing this legal issue. Okay, let's look at the energy of the Ace of Swords. What type of clarity is it that you need to look for in order to move forward with this new job, new career situation? All right, I mean, obviously, once you make that choice to move forward, Six of Wands, Fool card, new beginning, success and prosperity comes in, right? Victory. And it's like, yes, your guides are there to help you get through this Hermit energy, right? They're the wise ones. They're going to guide you and show you which way you need to go. All right, so Ace of Swords, Page of Wands. It could be a new passion, just finding something new creative in order to go towards. Let me just clarify that Page of Wands. Queen of Pentacles, wow. I don't know. I feel like whatever this creativity is, it could lead to long-term abundance. I feel like you're failing to, wow, this, you know what's crazy, you guys? I did my reading. My very last reading that I did was for Aquarius energy, and I was speaking about how we were stepping out of the very last decan of Cancer energy. and moving into Leo energy. All right, and that was back, we stepped into Leo energy on July 22nd. There was a challenge here in order for you to accept a specific offer, and you may have missed that opportunity, which caused this challenge in your life, this conflict, this confusion, this, you know, and where you head in the wrong direction. This could definitely have been where there was confrontation with a specific group of people. Even if you guys, this was like arguments, all right, this could have just been like everybody is fighting over what, though, you know what I mean? It's, this was the shift in the energy. Whereas if you knew you were bored with something, if you knew something wasn't taking off, and spirit, right, coming through with that Ace of Cups was saying, hey, listen, you know, maybe you want to take this new offer because there's nothing coming ahead but this. If you don't take this offer, it's almost like you seen what that was, and that puts you into this scarcity of like energy where you had to deal with two-faced ass people, feeling codependent upon other people, feeling like you were dealing with a legal issue, feeling like you were restricted. Obviously, legal energies has to do with the law. It's 10th house energy. It's Capricorn energy, right? So it's like spirit's on your ass now. Spirit's like, listen, I showed you where to go. All right, if you chose to go after this passion, and this is the energy in which I were leading you to, and you continue to put in the work and got through the challenges, then this is when you were supposed to receive that victory. If you weren't, then this is why Spirit is saying, take a leap of faith, continue to push forward. I'm going to guide you where you need to go. And that specific Page of Wands energy, this can be a conversation that needs to be had, a new passion. This can be anything that's going to help you lead towards success. And that's when you receive this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this whole entire reading, this whole energy today is, or not even just today, but in the past, like whole, you know, first decan of Leo season was the challenge that we were going through with Venus in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo, Vesta was in Virgo, the Sun was in Virgo. I mean, in Leo, saying Virgo so much. Leo's energy was like, hey, here's your time to shine. Take it, run with it, go do something, take action, utilize the energy of the sun, expose yourself out there with something. And you probably stood back and were like, nah, I'm good. This is today's energy, by the way. Here's the very first decan, all right, of Leo season, which we currently are until tomorrow. So once again, from that energy back when I said we were stepping out of the last decan of Cancer season, which this is the representation of that, from the Four of Cups and Tarot, we moved to the Five of Wands. Here we are currently ending the Five of Wands, moving into what? Here we are today with the Moon in Cancer. This is the Moon in Cancer energy. So we're dealing with the Moon in Cancer and the Sun in Leo's energy, semi-sextiled. These energies don't work together. Fire doesn't go with water. Action doesn't go with emotions. Action goes with what? Communication. Air with fire. Water goes with earth, right? So these two energies are not working well together at all. That's what I feel. And this is what could be causing people challenges in the emotional state. Why is that significant? You're starting to see who the hell people are around you, two-faced friends, right? Because you're now seeing and dealing with the codependent energies around you and how it's conflicting your passion, your emotional state, how you're, you know, meant to have drive and ambition behind you, and you just possibly don't even have it. I can honestly say that's exactly what I was dealing with. All right, so let's keep going here. What's this all about? This Five of Wands and Four of Cups. Kind of giving me where the Moon in Leo happens on the 4th. We're going to be seeing this possibly, when does the Moon move into Leo actually? Ooh, my stomach hurts. Moon moves into Leo on Saturday morning, 7:09 a.m. So we're going to be seeing this from today, tomorrow, into Saturday early morning. This last energy of, you know, the last decan. Well, actually tomorrow will end the last decan. I mean the first decan of Leo season. What is this? Happens to be when it comes to relationships, I feel. The Lover's energy is here. It's confusion in love. All right. It's kind of giving me where if you are partnered with someone, you don't know where you stand. All right. I feel that you may have not been dealing with feeling appreciated. That was a heavy emphasis in the reading, right? someone showing gratitude and appreciation for you being in their life, providing, you know, whatever it is. But if this person's like, oh, well, you're codependent upon me when it comes to, you know, emotionally or financially or whatever it may be, it may have fucked with the energy of your value, to be honest with you. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing there. Let's see. May have made you feel like a lot of discontent energies emotionally with this challenge. Yeah. I don't know if this is saying judgment will be called upon those people, because obviously you don't want to turn your back on those that have your back. All right. Yeah. There will be an ending that comes to that energy. Heavy on Pluto. Pluto and Aquarius. I don't know. I'm seeing Libra energy overall being highly called out here, though. I got Virgo. I have Capricorn, Libra, and I'm seeing heavy Scorpio here as well. So these energies could be ones that you're dealing with. All right. Something about a legal issue here. I don't know what this is. I feel like judgment is called upon. Spirit is like, listen, those that were acting that way, you need to end that shit. That's what it's giving me. Death card. No. I've seen the Five of Swords down on the bottom of the deck. I feel like those people were just trying to win at all costs. All right, what is this? Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change with the involvement of the law and the two-faced friend. What's this energy over here? See? That Mars and Gemini energy, the person that was causing you anxiety, stress, worries. You probably weren't able to sleep, probably up all night. I mean, you guys. Cancer energy here with the Chariot. Wow. You know what? If you knew exactly who you were dealing with here, here's the Queen of Swords, Libra energy again. I feel like those that felt that energy are those that are saying, I'm cutting this shit off and I'm going for new love. And that's where I'm going to find success. That's what I feel. Ten of Pentacles. It's like, obviously, choosing to go after and mastering, all right, your skill. This could be, you know, finding a new job and seeking abundance and prosperity in your life, all right? It's like that type of energy came through because it was your push to push forward with something. That's what it's giving me. I'm reading, baby. Yeah, I feel like you were seeking an equal give and take and it wasn't there. Look, I mean the scales, once again. You guys, I'm not making this shit up. Look, scales. 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 Okay. And the energy of the law. It's like law says you don't get to play two-faced with me. If I'm riding to dying for you, and when you feel like, you know, you can't provide for me, then what the fuck are you with me for, type of shit. Let's just dead it. I don't know. You could see that this person's energy has shifted where they might have felt like I'm the boss bitch, or I'm, you know, top dude and I provide for you and I'm going to give you whatever I say I'm going to give. That type of thing. That's a very stubborn ass person. Because it's always supposed to be an equal give and take when it comes to a specific union. Okay? So, I feel like now you're being forced to step out of this, and Spirit is going to guide you on a new journey, and who's going to bring in success on that journey. You're going to gain clarity about what this codependent energy is bringing upon your energy emotionally and even mentally, and that's where you need to become balanced in your life. Spirit had to show you that way and use that specific person that you were around to show you what your value is. Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay. Let's continue on here. Yeah, it's time to move on. Look, I'm not kidding. We saw 222 earlier. 666. And the major arcana is here as well. I feel like you can find better elsewhere. If you're going to put half into someone and they don't put the same half in for you, move the fuck on. Victory is on the other side of that. All right. Let's see. One more overall for this specific spread, and then we're going to tap into a little bit of astro, and I'll pull crystal. Yeah. You want stability. You want a foundation that is happy. You want someone that you feel committed to. You want to feel like you're being celebrated, whether you have it or you don't. And I feel like if you're not getting that from your person, you can seek that elsewhere where someone's actually going to enjoy you being together with them in a committed relationship. Okay? Down on the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. You could definitely be a divine feminine I'm speaking to. I don't know. But that's what it's given. All right. I mean, we're in Leo season. It's a masculine type of energy, right? Um, that's normally what happens when the masculines take over. They give a heavy sense of I'm the one in charge. You know, it's them overpowering the divine feminine, which is not okay. That's what I got. Let's see what the Astro is talking about. All right, so this could be transits that are happening right now. This could be transits coming up this week. I'll go over them with you if I feel they are important. All right, and then we'll pull the crystal and get out of here because I've been on here for a while now. Water. All right, so those that have been dealing with the energies of, what do we have in water transits right now? Pallas is in Scorpio. Saturn and Neptune are retrograde in Pisces. And there's nothing happening in Cancer besides the moon today. All right, so right now, this could be a very refreshing time for you to... Pallas number 1 is the energy of knowledge and wisdom. Pallas is the energy of... She's the goddess of war, right? So it feels like when it comes to your emotional state, you have to fight for something. Saturn is going to give you that structure that you need emotionally, where Neptune is like, listen, you don't got to deal with this shit. This is all an illusion. Don't try to escape from it. Choose to utilize your imagination, get creative, and look for love and look for spirituality is what that energy gives me. It can feel a bit mysterious. The energy of water is supposed to flow. It's supposed to be a very fluid type of energy. If it doesn't feel that way, it's for a reason. You're not with the right person. That's what it's giving me. All right. Let's see. Chiron. Interesting because Chiron went retrograde on the 26th of July. All right. And Chiron is dealing with core wounds. It's speaking about your vulnerabilities. It's speaking about how you're seeking potential through the energy of your pain, right? And this is emotionally. Although Chiron is in Aries, there's a heavy focus on just self. Aries is the first house. It's self. It's your appearance. It's how you want to present yourself out to other people. All right, Chiron is basically saying, like, there's something that you have to deal with because it's you have a wound. You've been dealing with this for a long time now. Find out where your Chiron placement is. I don't know, but collectively, being in Aries, it has a lot to do with self. Dealing with core wounds in self and how you're meant to feel appreciated from your partner. Anytime Aries is a focus, the opposition is going to be your relationships. All right. So let's see. And obviously we have North Node there with Chiron, which is you're supposed to be heading to your destiny right now. All right. And then especially because the North Node is heading towards Pisces, which is a water energy. All right. It's supposed to feel like your destiny is more refreshing. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we're currently here at the waning crescent moon cycle, current transit right now. Until we hit that new moon in Leo. So this one speaks about the energy of surrendering, trusting in what the divine is going to bring in this new moon cycle. All right. And obviously this new moon in Leo, it has a lot to do with love. So if you feel that you aren't in the relationship that you're meant to be in, restoring your emotional energy and preserving that energy for someone that's going to actually appreciate you could be of significance. All right. So surrendering to the divine and the endings that are coming in. Vesta. Wow. So you're going to feel an inner spark for something. This is something that you want to sacrifice for. You want to devote your time to. As I talked to you guys about it, Vesta is currently in Leo. Vesta will move into Virgo August 24th. All right. So utilize this inner spark energy. All right. Where you want to meet someone that spiritually matches your flow is how I can express that energy. All right. Vesta being in Leo is kind of giving me where Vesta's inner spark. It's like the energy of fire. It's in a fire sign. You're looking for someone that sparks you up from within. Even if it's a spiritual union, it doesn't matter. This can be you in spirit, you and whoever that ancestry guide is for you on your journey. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is you're gonna know what to surrender and what to release. All right. Transits. So what's happening here when the transits are shifting, as we're, continuously, I just explained to you guys in the beginning of the reading, the entire transits for August, it's going to be a heavy shift in energy as we're stepping out of cardinal, now focusing more so right now in fixed energy, and then moving into all these squares and opposition that's going to be happening with where these retrogrades are happening more so. Pisces, Virgo, Gemini. Nothing's happening in Sagittarius, not up until Palace moves into Sag. I believe it's September 9th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. Let me just double check, guys, because I like to give facts. Yes, September 8th, actually. September 8th. All right, so nothing's happening in Sag. It's all happening in Gemini, Virgo, and in Pisces. Nothing's happening in the other side of this, mutable square. So anytime these energies are in opposition and squaring to each other, it's tough. On mutable energy, it's like, it's asking you to be flexible. It's versatile, right? It's like you got to remain adaptable to whatever these transits are bringing in. And this could be movement and home. This could be a change in your environment, whether it's a workplace. This could be within a relationship, all right? A romantic relationship, a business relationship, anything, all right? It's going to help you gain insight on where you're supposed to be pushing forward. Yeah. Jupiter. All right, and where you're supposed to be expanding and growing here. This is the opportunities and the optimistic energies that I speak about. Okay, so Jupiter being in Gemini right now, although it's at its detriment there. All right, I feel, what I've noticed as well, when Jupiter was in Taurus, there was an expansion of abundance coming through, about an expansion of money, finances, possessions, that type of thing. And since I've been online doing my videos, it was like I've noticed that people's views have been going down lower and lower and lower. And it's like, it's because people are being offered different opportunities for them to grow. All right. So Jupiter being in Gemini is like an expansion of media, of performance, of how to share ideas with other people, getting creative and utilizing people in your local community. This could be like transportation. This can definitely be where, I don't know, it's just kind of giving me like electronical type of things, right? Like the internet. It's supposed to be expanding in a different type of way. I don't know. Just so you guys know, now that I'm speaking of that, I have set myself up with a TikTok channel. I have my YouTube. I have Instagram and Facebook. I'm not sure which one I'm going to be focused on more so, but I am going to be posting on all 4 platforms. All right, so obviously I give you guys the most content, but I am going to start a members only, specifically here on YouTube. So those that want to join are going to have to pay. I put in a lot of work, you guys know that, but I have to find a way for me to receive what I feel is valuable, and that's my information and the amount of knowledge that I have in order to share it with you guys. All right, so let's just see a little bit more. Oh. All right, so I got Taurus that popped out. All right, Uranus is causing change in the financial states. That's what it's giving me. All right, Uranus will cause chaos when it comes to your self-esteem, when it comes to your confidence. You have to be able to push forward because it's the only way that you can remain stable. You know what I mean? Taurus is a very stubborn type of energy. It's a fixed sign. It's ruled by Venus. So, I mean, like, your appearance should be on point right now. It definitely has a lot to do with You accepting the changes that Uranus brings in when it comes to the financial state and how you're going to be able to make, save, and spend your money, that type of thing. It has a lot to do with Taurus is what you put in your mouth, food, right? Changes when it comes to your health and how, you know, we're dealing with right now all of these transits heading into Virgo. Virgo is the energy of your health. All right, so remaining grounded, and it's kind of giving me within your mind, your body, your spirit, all of these things helping you expand in Jupiter, where it comes to the way that you communicate with other people and or share your ideas. All right, so that's what I have with that. So I feel like whatever your emotional state is bringing in and how you're dealing with those core wounds within self and what you're supposed to surrender and how you're supposed to open yourself up to sacrifice and devote yourself to how the changes are happening in the transits when it comes to expansion, growth, opportunities that are opening up for you to remain stable. Taurus is finances, all right? Your own finances. Opposing energy, Scorpio from Taurus, would be someone else's finances. And I feel like that's why it came up in the spread, for you to not be codependent upon somebody. Find a way creatively, Taurus's energy, for you to expand opportunities, for you to reap your own abundance. That's what this is given. All right, so the lunar eclipse in Pisces could be of significance. Something's going to come to illumination. Pisces is what? It's utilizing imagination, your creativity, your love life. You know how many people pop up on my YouTube channel with like families, right? Families of 8, families of 10, and how they are illuminated right now because they show their expansion and within their family dynamic. This was a transit that could have came through when Jupiter was in Taurus. Taurus is love. It's value, what you value family, right? You value food. So I see these things popping up on my channel every single day, every day. All right, it's like there's a time of release coming with the energy of Pisces with this next lunar eclipse that's coming up September 17th. All right, we'll get more into that when that time comes, but right now we're going to focus on current energies and what we're seeing in August. 9th house. Wow. I feel like philosophy will be of significance, spirituality, higher knowledge. You may want to foreign travel, tap in with foreign people, taste foreign foods. Okay. Just remain optimistic about what the future looks like, you guys. That's all I can say. All right, Jupiter is obviously the ruling planet to Sagittarius as well as Pisces. All right. One more and we're going to wrap it up. Venus. All right, so when it comes to your beauty, your artistry, your love, your confidence, all right, this is all Venus's energy. Okay. Whoever we were pulling in the last spread in that energy that was coming up, if this person doesn't value you, fuck them, to be honest with you. Fuck them. 10th house energy is like focus on your career, your public life, your reputation, and go after what you want to see long term. That's what it's giving me there. All right, let's pull a crystal to end the reading. Namaste, Annette. So we got raw morganite here: sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, and self-forgiveness. Number 46, which obviously reduces to 10. 10 is completion, and we start back at 1. All right. We got Euclase on the bottom of the deck, number 23. Did we not see this? Okay, I was going to say, did we not see that number earlier? So in the number 23, gratitude is dreaming. All right, so appreciation and gratitude. This one says, wisdom from within, the inner truth, and aligning divine intelligence, trusting your own earned wisdom. All right, Euclase. Let's read them out real quick. Where's my book? So the 23rd could be significant, and that's going to be the day after the sun moves into Virgo. All right. Let's do 23 first. right, euclase is a powerful wind element stone that clears the energy field of densities and is quickly and easily felt in the upper chakras. It clears the mind and opens up to intuitive guidance and new perspectives with extreme clarity. It opens the chakras from throat to crown and makes it easy to understand and clearly communicate incoming intuitive information. All right, so once again, if you guys have like platforms where you can open up and communicate about specific things and channel information where people want to hear this stuff, all right, a lot of people are going through healing. It's not just, everybody's experiencing this Chiron in retrograde. Everybody's dealing with core wounds. Maybe you're tapping into a specific community of people that you need to, push towards the spiritual community. Maybe new to this, I don't know. All right, so focus more so on your sensitive side. Be gentle, be empathic. All right, tap into your compassionate energies and be vulnerable, especially with yourself. Self-forgiveness. 46. All right, this one here, it says Morganite is a gentle heart cleansing stone that is valuable when we wish to release old patterns, wounds, and blockages that are obstacles to loving relationship with others. Meditation with this stone allows connection to divine love, which eases fear of vulnerability and allows us to be open to receiving love from others and from spirit. All right, so necessarily not in relationships. If you're not in a relationship, all right, you may definitely want to experience energy from the divine, all right, from the universe, from spirit, whoever you believe in. Okay. All right, you guys, I will be putting out my August 2024 readings. I'm going to actually start them tonight. I'm going to try to get them done by the end of the week. And I'm going to have them posted to the playlist for August 2024. If you guys want to check back with July 2024 energies, I did do all 12 signs. I also did a mid-month reading, all signs. You guys can go check that out. See if anything back in July will resonate here in August, in whatever direction you're heading in. All right. And then utilize this energy in which I channel for the beginning of August to move forward before we hit all these retrogrades. All right. Because we have Saturn, Neptune in retrograde. We now have Mercury stepping into retrograde on the 5th. Uranus will be going retrograde, and Pluto is already in retrograde, but it's going to reverse back into Capricorn. So big deal, you guys, big deal. I did speak to you guys about Mercury retrograde. It happened back in Aries, the very first zodiac of, fire elements is where I'm getting at here, because the next one, obviously, Mercury happens in Virgo, but it will retrograde back into Leo. The last Mercury retrograde will happen in Sag. Something about these fire elements this year. Check your natal charts. See if you have fire placements and see how these are affecting you throughout here in 2024. All right, I love you guys. I'm leaving the reading there. Bye.